So, in order to find the volume of this shape, this shed, I need the volume of the rectangular prism and I need the volume of the triangular prism. So I have two prisms here, rectangular and triangular. So we're going to start with the volume of the triangular prism. If I look at my formula sheet, it's going to be B times length times height. Okay? Now, the L is actually the height of the triangle and H is the height of the prism. Okay? I'm going to draw this one. So I have this, right? That's a very ugly shape. Pretend that this is what you see, okay? So B is this, L is this, and H is the height of the prism. Okay? So in this case, which one would be B, which one would be L, and which one would be H?
H is the side of the
H is which one, sorry?
corner hanging down, I guess, you see?
This one?
No, yeah, that one.
That one?
Side.
This one, yeah, that's your H, that's correct. What else? What's B?
Where the door is.
Where the door is, B. And where is L? It's this one, right? Which is in this case, it's 79. Right? Good. So, the area of the triangular prism. So you see how I'm labeling this? I put a triangle and I wrote a prism because I need to know what shape you're finding the area for. Okay? So it's equal to base times length, or times L times H divided by 2. So that's gonna be 310. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna convert to meters yet. I'll convert to meter cube at the end. Sorry? No, the volume is just one thing. This is the volume of the whole thing. Yeah. So 310 times 289.5, which is equal to, divided by 2, sorry, which is equal to 5,4,4,9,2,7,5.9. So this is the volume of the prism. Now the volume of the triangular, not triangular, I mean rectangular prism. Why did I write area?
Yeah, because I was just very confused. I said that's probably 8. Okay.
That's not in my. Say something, guys. Say something. It's okay.
But I didn't know you were talking. You asked me where is it from? Yeah, so I told you that.
Okay. So, if I'm looking at the volume of the rectangular prism, I have length times width times height. So that's going to be 289.5 times 310 times 202. And that should be this. If you guys find a different answer, just let me know. You'll see why. Yes.
Can you just come back to that diagram here in respect to
Yes.
the figure? As from what I have it in reverse. So, with respect to the triangular prism, so I have from in that center. So the length would be basically the
the height of the triangle.
height of the triangle. The base.
And the height of the prism is this. Because this is a prism. This is, if you take it, I wish I have a model here, right? It's a
put it another
prism.
way.
Yep.
Put it standing up.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Now, this is in centimeter cube. What? Your answer is coming different. Probably because you did not.
1.7? Oh, you left out, you put 1/4 instead of 2/4. From the centimeter cube, from first prism, you put only 1/4 at the bottom. So it should be 3.544.
Yeah, I'm missing a 4. Sorry about that. All right. How can I convert from centimeter cube to meter cube? What is 1 centimeter to meter?
1 meter is 100 centimeters.
Okay. What do I do now? Cube it. Cube it, because it has to be in cube. Okay? So I'm going to have to place my answer in centimeter cube under the centimeter cube. So basically I'm multiplying by 1 and dividing by, what is that? By a million. One, right? Or am I missing anything? 2167317. Yep, 0.5. So you divide that by a million. You guys got that when you divided by a million? What for? I have. Oh, see, I don't know what's with me and the 4. I don't like it.
It's the rain.
I'm telling you, it's just I don't feel 3417.5. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's gonna be 21.67. Well, now that I have the whole thing here. What?
1.1663.
673.
2.5.
got me coffee with milk and I take it pretty much sweet. So nice. Okay, so that's for the volume. So the volume is the easy part, honestly. You'll see why I'm saying that. Okay? Now, to find the surface area is I need to find the area of all the sides that I see, right? The area of all the sides, all the faces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna copy it. Alright, so we said that we have, if I'm looking at the triangular, the roof panel, how many rectangles do I have? Two. And if I'm looking at the triangular panels, how many triangles do I have?
Two.
And if I'm looking at the front and back, two rectangles, and then two sides. So, if I'm looking at the roof panel and I have two rectangles, the rectangles are the following, right? So it's this one and then the other side, right? Okay. And the area of a rectangle is what? Length times width. Do I know the length and the width?
You know the length.
I know the length, right, which is 289.5.
And the width is half the length at the bottom. Should it be if it was very far?
No. Look at this. This side, I don't know. I need to find the side by using my triangle right here, right? Because I do know what the bottom is because that's half of 310, right? I know this, which is 79. Now I need to find what this is. Pythagorean theorem, again, it's not gonna go away. Yes. Yes. So let's do that. So I have the
That's gonna be fun, guys.
yes. So I don't know if you'll be happy to hear that from the assignment.
You said it's an assignment?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Because I don't wanna.
I'd rather that.
But it's an individual assignment.
Oh, it's an individual.
Yes.
Should be a group of
It's also the length on the bottom next to it.
You guys know that I'm recording, right? Good. So now I know what the width is, or the other side, right? So the formula would be, I'm gonna call this S. Okay, just so I call it different names. Okay, I'm gonna call this
Don't you have to round the side of the first decimal?
S. Yes, you can do that if you want. I just use 2 because if I round, it's gonna be 174. It doesn't matter in this case, it doesn't specifically ask, right? So the formula is gonna be S times W. And I have 2 of them, so it's gonna be 2 times 289.5 times 173.97. So that's gonna be Are we okay with this? things get easy, it's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I told you, it's not gonna be a fun class. I was very clear with all of you.
I feel like for them to do it easier.
Okay, then if I'm looking at the triangle, so I'm looking at these triangles, right? What's the formula for the area of the triangle?
Base times height over 2.
That's right, base times height divided by 2. And in this case, I have all of them, right? So I don't have to worry. My base is here, and my height is here, which is already given to me. So that's pretty straightforward, right? And I have 2 of them, so it becomes just base times height because the 2 and the 2 cancel, right? So if I do this, right? Because I have 2 of them, 2 triangles, times 3 times 179 divided by 2, so the 2 and the 2 cancels. So I'm left with 24. So this is the red shaded. Then I have the front and back. So that's easy length times width. And I have 2 of them. And then last but not least is the sides. So you're gonna have to do again length times width, and then 2 of them, but it's gonna be 289.5. Times 202. Are we okay with this? So the total surface area is going to be adding all of them up.
After all that,
You still have to convert. And finally, I have to convert. In order to convert, I know that 1 meter is 100 centimeter, but I can't use that. What do I have to do? 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter square. And then place it under the centimeter squared and do your conversion.
we get recess. You never do this to us, right? You're not going to.
Now I'll give you one question in 1 week. Right?
That's fair enough.
Fair enough? Okay. Alright. Now, this is the lesson is done for the day. I just want to go over a couple of things so you guys don't make a lot of mistakes on the assignments for Monday. Especially when it comes to the perimeter of shapes. Because people tend to, or students tend to go to the formula and then, okay, perimeter of whatever, of a rectangle is 2 times L plus W. But it depends on the shape that you have, right? If the shape is made, I just want you guys to finish this and I'm gonna talk to you. Alright, do you guys mind if you just wait for me? How long is this gonna take you?
I can do it at home.
Okay.
On the path, so I can.
So let me just do this quickly and then I'll give you time to copy this. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say if you have a shape that looks like this. And they're asking you for the perimeter of this. So what people tend to go and do, the formula for the perimeter of a triangle is A plus B plus C, right? So they will give you this, right? So they'll go A plus B plus C, and then let's say this is 2, 4, 7, right? And then let's say this is 6, okay? So people tend to go, okay, so the perimeter of the triangle is 2 plus 4 plus 6, or plus 7, sorry. Which is 13. And then they find the perimeter of the triangle, which is the rectangle, sorry, which is 6 plus 7 plus 6 plus 7. 26. Yep. And then they add the 2 together. Is that right? I added the 7 too many times, but that 7 is not even included. That's why it's dotted line. Right? When you're talking about the perimeter, I just want to cover the around. Right? So there's nothing to do with this one. So technically, my perimeter for the triangle is 2 plus 4. That's it. And the perimeter for the bottom is 6 plus 6 plus 7. So I don't have that other 7.
Just imagine.
Right? So what is that? 6 12 plus 7, so that's 19.
So the 7 does apply when finding the.
No,
triangle.
because if it's a dotted line or the line does not exist, what for the perimeter, just think about it as I'm going around this. How long am I walking? Right? If you're not walking in the middle there, you can't count it. You did not walk through that middle, you're walking around.
Those are big factors.
Right? And honestly, you don't understand how many times I have seen these mistakes.
But from looking at the triangle from say in front of us, or from our general perspective, we know that side does, for most part, we don't usually have 2 equal sides. So for 4, even if we say we're not including the 7, we would probably not ignore it and probably see it as 4.
I'm talking you're going to ignore the 7.
Yeah.
Because you're going to walk on the 2 and the 4.
Right. Well, then what happened to the other side, considering that it's a triangle? We should just.
Yeah, but you're not, when you go, when you want to fence your garden,
Yeah.
right? And your garden is, let's say, I'm going to give you another example. So you have a wall, okay? And then you're making a garden like this, okay? And then you want to fence it. Do you just put a fence on the wall just because you want to put a fence on the wall and waste money? No. Right? So when you're coming to count your perimeter or how much fencing you need, you're just going to count 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides. You're going to forget about the wall. Otherwise, unless you have too much money and you just want to spend it. You know? It's the same idea. Right? But honestly, guys, like, this is the most mistakes that I have seen on these assignments, is people counting sides when doing perimeter, especially, counting sides that should not be counted.
I get it.
So, this got the bottom was counted.
Yes, so this bottom is counted, that's why I have only one side,
Right.
right? And then I have 2 6s,
So
right?
even for the rectangle, that 7 doesn't count either.
No, it doesn't, because it's not part of my walk,
Okay.
right? I'm walking around, I'm not going cutting through here,
Ah.
right? So, number one thing, make sure that when you're doing the perimeter, don't count sides that are not included. Number 2, make sure that the question's asking you to find surface area and volume, find both of them. The question's asking you to find area and perimeter, find both of them. Make sure if it's half a circle, divide it by 2, please, because it's half a circle, right? And another thing that I've seen a lot is units. Big time. Units have to be, you have no excuse to give me wrong units. Because number 1, it's an open book. Number 2, we've talked about units, right? And number 3, if you're giving me the wrong units, you're gonna lose marks.
So,
Okay?
with respect to this, like this, could you just attempt 6 on the podcast so we can
Pick one. I'm not gonna do all of them.
6. No, 6. Just
There's
6.
4 of them. There's 3. Pick
Oh,
one.
there's 3. That should be 6A.
Okay. Here. So you're finding the area of that semi space.
Or like perimeter, is there any just like centimeters, or would you have like centimeters view?
No, you're adding you're just adding the size, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you see here? 2 half a circles, right? So we see that if I'm finding the area of the green, I'm gonna have to find the area of the half a circle, the big one, and then the area of the small half a circle, and I'm gonna have to subtract them from each other. Alright? So if I'm looking at the area of the big circle, or big half a circle, that is going to be pi r squared divided by 2. What's the radius of the big circle? 4. Because the whole diameter is 8. So it's going to be pi times 4 squared divided by 2. Follow that math.
So that line initially represents the diameter at all times. The diameter is always the line that cuts the
From one end to the other end of the line.
and it's typically in the half of the circle. It typically cuts the circle in half.
Yes.
Diameter.
Yep. Yep. The diameter, if you draw a circle,
Yeah.
anywhere where it goes through the origin, it has to go through the origin of the circle. I can draw anywhere, as long as it's passing through that origin. This is called the
So it doesn't
diameter.
necessarily even have to be straight across. It can always be at
This
an
is
angle.
not a diameter,
Right.
right? Because this is not passing through the origin. Any other line that passes from one end of the circle to the other end through the origin is called a diameter.
And with respect to the diameter, the radius is half of the diameter.
Yes. this is going to be 25.1, and that's gonna be square feet. Now, what would be the area of the small circle?
Two for this radius.
We have to divide that by 2.
Let's first pick. So
Okay.
2 of this and 2 of this, right? This plot. So that's 4 out of the 8. So if you're gonna remove this and you're gonna remove this,
So
right?
then you
So
get
you have 4 left as a diameter. What would be your radius?
2.
2.
So.
Yeah. Yes.
The area that you find there is for a whole circle. So we still have to divide that by 2.
I already divided. The area of a circle is 5 squared.
Yeah, but that's a whole circle, then we have a half.
But I'm dividing by 2. The area of a circle is pi r squared. This is the area of a whole circle. The area of half a circle is pi r squared divided by 2.
Right, so then. Okay,
Yeah?
okay.
16 divided by 2 is 8.
So that pi is it's still in play from coming from here. Now, with respect to the AC, that represents still the diameter. With respect now to the full circle,
You in pretest?
pi, the radius.
Test. You give it? Yeah, we give it. Test. Is it reads correct?
Sorry, try. When I'm talking about the full circle,
Yeah, so now.
the diameter is 8.
Yeah.
For the small circle,
Dancing.
The diameter is 4.
Diamonds, you hear that?
this one, it's 4.
Yeah.
Because I'm removing 2 and 2, so I'm removing 4, so I only have 4 left from the 8. Does it make sense? 8 take away 2, that's 6, take away another 2, that's 4.
Yeah.
And then that means my radius is 2. Because half of the 4 is 2.
So the same principle applies to the two.
Yep. So the area is gonna be the subtraction. Don't leave, guys, I'm gonna give you.
On the big one?
This one?
Yeah, we got it. It's, the answer is 18.8. No, after 18.8.